pad see ew. It's one of Australia's most favourite dishes to be ordered to homes. So I thought I'd create a recipe for Marley Spoon so you can cook it from scratch and know exactly what goes into it. First step is to prepare the vegetables. My mum used to get this dish a lot for takeaway when I was younger because we all loved it so much. The first must in a pad see ew is some Chinese broccoli. Cut the leaves and keep them separate to the stems and cut them into 4 centimetre lengths. Chinese broccoli is a traditional pad see ew ingredient, and I keep the leaves and stems separate because they do cook at different rates. Next up is some garlic. I'm just going to finely chop, or you could use your crusher. If you don't know what pad see ew is, it's a Thai rice noodle dish. Pad means fried, and see ew means soy sauce. I'm just getting all of the ingredients ready first, because before you know it, dinner will be on the table. Onto a zucchini. So just trim off the ends. Zucchini isn't a traditional ingredient to be added, but I like to create some noodles or zoodles. So I just use a julienne peeler until I reach the seeds, and then I'm going to coarsely chop the seeds because we don't want to waste anything. Marley Spoon customers love dishes like this because they've always got something new and exciting to cook at home without having to do any of the shopping or thinking, and there's constant food adventures to be had. Now I'm just chopping up the seeds, just into 1 centimetre chunks or so. Next, I'm going to prepare some snow pea sprouts. And I love adding them to Asian dishes and cooking them. You would normally have them as a salad ingredient, but they add a really nice freshness and texture to the dish. So I cut them into thirds. If you leave them whole, they can be a little stringy when you eat them, and pour over some boiling water, just to kickstart the cooking process and blanch them until they're really bright green and drain and refresh under cold running water. Now it's time to cook the noodles. So I have some boiling water here, and I'm using sweet potato noodles, which are really lovely and chewy. Normally you'd have a thick rice noodle, but I really love these noodles. I love the texture of them, so I've added them to mix it up. While that's cooking, I'm going to make up the sauce. I've made this pad see ew really nice and saucy, but even still, it's nowhere near as sugary as what you would get for your takeaway. Just adding some soy sauce. And here I have some ketchup mayonnaise, which is sweet soy sauce. And I'll also add some oyster sauce. The great thing about making a dish like this at home is it's the taste of takeaway. You know exactly what's going in it, and you made it yourself. Add some white vinegar, or you could add rice vinegar. Give it a good whisk. Even though I've eaten this dish countless times, I still get really excited about cooking it and serving it to my family, especially with a load of vegetables in it. The noodles have been cooking for about 6 minutes, so they're ready to drain now. These Korean glass noodles are really great because they absorb all of the flavour, and it's just one of the many ingredients that we've introduced to the Marley Spoon pantry, and our customers love them. Step 4, I'm going to prepare the beef. So I have some rump steak here. I'm just going to really thinly slice it across the grain so it's nice and tender, and into thin pieces so it spreads around throughout the dish. And even though I'm using less, there's a load of flavour in this dish, so you won't feel like you're missing out on anything. Season with a bit of salt, and then heat some neutral oil. Rice bran or vegetable are good ones to use. Nice and hot. You only need to cook it for about a minute or so until it's nice and brown and sealed, and then transfer it to a plate. Leave it on the side to rest. And I'll add broccoli stems and the garlic. Stir fry in the pan for about a minute. Okay, so now I'll put in the broccoli leaves and the chopped zucchini and stir fry for another couple of minutes. I'm just going to push the vegetables to one side and crack in an egg. Let it set for a couple of seconds and then start to scramble it. Just do it all in the pan. Doesn't need long. Now I'll add the snow pea sprouts. Return the beef to the pan and any of the resting juices, the zucchini noodles or zoodles, and our glass noodles. So nice and crunchy and fresh. Lots of veg. Looks beautiful. Now for the sauce mixture. Adds a nice richness and sweetness and those caramel notes with the ketchup manis. How easy was that? No need to order takeaway again. My pad see you.